Alright guys, it's BO2 and welcome to 2013. Yeah guys, it's the new year, 2013. This is the first commentary that I'm going to be uploading onto my channel, given the fact that we've just moved into the new year. And I'd just like to wish everyone a wonderful new year. Hopefully you all had a very good night, New Year's Eve if you went out. If you didn't, if you played on Call of Duty, that's fine. Myself, I was working, unfortunately. Yep, I was working, and in fact, I decided to just not go to sleep at all on the first, and according to my friends, I went on Xbox, and I literally, this is the honest truth, guys, I literally was falling to sleep in between games on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 that I was having yesterday, and my friends were telling me that I eventually just passed out and ended up snoring, and they told me on Twitter, and I woke up the next day, or today to be exact, and I saw my Twitter, and they actually tweeted out that BO2 was snoring, so it's quite embarrassing, but I'm not the only one. Not the only one who's done that. Isn't that right, Mr. OG? But yeah, I was exhausted from work and just all over Christmas, to be honest, guys. And I've said in previous commentaries that the activity on my channel with comments and just replying to inboxes and just uploads in general has just been really lax. But it's because I've been working a lot and I've been ill. I think I'm finally, touch wood, I'm finally getting over the number of calls that I've had. I think I've had 3 together in its entirety over the 2-week period. And what that means is, well, it looks like I'm getting back into my usual sort of schedule, my routine, which is good because it's something that I want to get back into. I'm really OCD when it comes to certain things, and just change just pisses me off. And it irritates me a bit. I just become really snappy when I'm cranky and things when I'm tired and things like that. But thankfully, I'm gonna get back into routine. I think next week will be the official return to my schedule and things, which is good because, as I've said, I want to get back into uploading on a regular basis and producing content for you guys. Because that's what I enjoy doing. So with today's commentary, there's a few things I'll talk about. But before I get onto that, the gameplay in the background, it's a special gameplay. I got this today, actually. I ended up waking up at like 8 AM naturally as well. I was actually woke up not tired or anything for the first time in years that I recall having to get up at 8 AM. But yeah, I just woke up naturally because I ended up just conking out at it must have been about 7 PM, as I said, snoring, but it felt like 5 AM to me. And I went online and I got this gameplay. I've had the honour once again, ladies and gentlemen, of playing with the almighty Insomulus, and I managed to get this gameplay. And I actually said this to the group of lads that he was playing with. I'm not sure if a few of them were his friends or not. I know Gamer Ash was in the game too. He's a cool guy, but yeah, I actually said that I was able to run hardline and flat jacket and not need or not feel pressured to run ghost when I play with these guys, because as you can see, I don't know how many orbital VSATs I managed to pull off in this gameplay, but they're just constantly all on the go. It's like playing combat training when I play with these guys. It's such a pleasure playing with these guys. It really is. When you play with competent players like this, oh, it's a dream. And in the end of this gameplay, as you will see, I managed to pick up the very first nuclear. It's the 30 gun streak, 30 gun kills with the weapon. I managed to pick it up, and it's my very first. Got my little title at the end, which I'll show you, and I was really ecstatic, and I managed to, in fact, pull off a pretty decent gameplay. I get quite lucky at times. I get quite lucky in this gameplay, as you will see. And just a quick side note as well, there's a guy in this who gets quite a decent score alongside Joe and other people as well, but I can't remember, is it like emissions or something, and he actually manages to pull off I think it's 2 quad C4s, which is just worth a little mention. Like, fair dues for that. That's pretty beast. But as I was saying with the look, like you'll see it when it happens in the gameplay if you're watching the gameplay in the background. Like, in fact, on saying that, I think in this gameplay that you're watching, I pulled host at the start of the game, and it's weird. I can only ever pull host whenever I play with like Insomulus or a few of his mates. I really do think it's more regional based than they initially had us led to believe. I think it was. I've said this in previous commentaries before, and it really does irk me. But from what we were initially told, it was like latency and ping related, which is bollocks. Because if it really is purely down to latency and ping, then I should be pulling host every single game with my internet connection, and I never do. Why 105 down, 5 up with a 6 ping does not get host over... You know what, I'm not even getting into that discussion. You know my opinions on that. It's bollocks. It really is bollocks. I think it's more regional based. It could even be skill based a lot of the time. But anyway, I'm not I'm not even getting into that. But yeah, the gameplay in the background, I really enjoyed it. It's as I said, it's my first nuclear, so it is a special gameplay, and I'm playing with one of my favourite YouTubers, so it was that extra like icing on the cake for me. And I finished with, you know, pretty decent score. I think it's like in the 7k region, top of the leaderboard. And you know, I played the objective a bit, and I just basically that little spawn area is just dirty. And with the blackbirds, I'm not gonna lie, it helped a lot, teammates. So much appreciated. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the actual commentary topic. I've got two things I want to cover very, very briefly. As I said at the start of the commentary, guys, it's the new year, and what I want to know from you guys is if you've got any New Year's resolutions. Me personally, it's not something that I set myself. The quintessential examples seem to be things like quit smoking, lose weight, things of that nature, but, well, for a start, I don't need to lose weight. I'm just rock solid muscle. I'm a beast, and I don't smoke. I don't even drink or anything. I really do look after myself and what I eat, and I train regularly. So, you know, I can't really create any sort of New Year's resolution along that sort of example, which everyone seems to do. But one thing I've sort of set myself in terms of like target or objective is just in terms of like YouTube. I mean, there's things like physical like objectives and targets that I've set myself, like for instance like goals, you could say, like with the gym and just fitness wise and things like that, but I wouldn't class them as New Year's resolutions, to be honest, because they've been like works in progress, so to speak. They're not like starting with like a thing that you want to achieve and then hoping to achieve it within a certain given time. This is something I've been working towards for a long time. But so yeah, as I was saying, like the gym, but with the YouTube in particular, seeing as it's relevant, you know, I just want to bring you guys consistent, entertaining commentaries, content, things like that. And in fact, for Christmas, I didn't really get anything. There's a few things I got for Christmas, but one thing I did get, and I told my parents that it's something I was going to treat myself, given the mass amount of money that it would cost, is just I was going to treat myself to a lot of like equipment which would go towards YouTube, specifically like recording equipment. I've just managed to order a Canon, I think it's a Canon EO S650D digital SLR camera, and a few accessories with that, things like everything from a Rode Video Mic Pro to like a furry windshield for it. I've even got a tripod that's on the way. So it's a little investment for, like, to treat myself, and it all goes back to like it's like an investment towards my YouTube channel and things. But I've set myself little like personal goals that I want to do with regards to YouTube, like subscriber counts, things like that, and I just want to see how it goes. Really, to be honest, I got really lucky. I mean, I'm the first to admit it. I feel I got really, really lucky with that 12 Days of Christmas video, and any little gut feeling or you know, with regards to a creative idea that I want to do, I'm just gonna go for it, work off precedent, because that's a prime example. If you ever have, this is my little tip, guys, if you ever have a gut feeling about something, you think, oh, I think that might work well, I think it'll get a good response, good feedback, just go with it. Seriously, go with it, because if I hadn't gone with that video and done that video, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I'm so grateful for that. I really am. And what I want to know from you guys is as I said, what New Year's resolutions have you set yourself, if you have? Mine are to, as I've just sort of explained, mine are to continue uploading onto YouTube and to sort of provide you guys with good entertaining gameplay. Hopefully I'll improve my channel and my content in terms of the subscriber numbers and viewing figures. And I have been thinking about partnership, but I'm going to probably save that for a commentary in the near future. I'll fill you in more when the time comes. And the last thing that I want to actually end on in this commentary is it's some news that has been leaked. When was it leaked? I think it was leaked around probably on the 30th, I think. I saw it off Charlie Intel, and it's been going around the community, but it's to do with the DLC release that's going to be hitting Black Ops 2 very shortly, I assume. Well, it definitely is in January, and it's been pretty much accepted as legitimate, but it's the new DLC. I think it's the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Revolution DLC package, I believe, and it includes, I think it's 4 multiplayer maps, 1 zombie map, and the new thing, the bonus added feature, is a weapon. And I just wanted to sort of talk very briefly while I'm way over the gameplay, I acknowledge that, but yeah, what do you guys think about these new maps? But more importantly, what do you think about this inclusion, this addition of this new weapon? It's definitely something which I've, throughout Modern Warfare 3, I've definitely been a massive advocate of, that I wanted them to include, is this weapon implementation, because you can have as many maps as you want added to a game. For me, the thing that is more boring than ever is the weapons. And when weapons get stale, it doesn't matter what maps that you incorporate, you're using the same weapons over and over again, and it gets really repetitive, and it's not fresh anymore. And I definitely think that by incorporating these weapons, these weapon packages, hopefully they're going to do more in the future, that I think it will help add to the longevity of the game. And I was actually thinking further, and I think I counted there was like 6 SMGs and 9 assault rifles in the game, and it'd be interesting to see if they have like a set target of, say for instance, 10 assault rifles and maybe even, I don't know, 10 SMGs. And I know this is something that was flying around with prior to the actual official release, like store release of Black Ops 2. I know people had it in advance, but one of the things that people were saying was to do with the nuke, and if there was a nuke or a MORB or anything like that, a game-ending kill streak or score streak to be exact in Black Ops 2. And I assume you've noticed, but if you look at the score streaks, there does seem to be room for 2 additional score streaks, and it would be very interesting. And I'll just put a little bit of a. I don't think you'd be too foolish in putting a bit of a bet on there being a score streak inclusion. I'd think it'd be a good thing. I really do, because to be honest, it seems like this game is heavily dominant on. It seems to revolve around the orbital VSAT, Lodestar, K9 unit, and Swarm. It really does. It'd be interesting if they incorporated, for example, a MORB after the Swarm and maybe a tactical nuke, game-ending nuke. What do you guys think about that? It seems like the thing with the Swarm and the dogs, even the dogs get more kills than what you would get on average with a MORB, for example. But it would be interesting, because it seems like the only thing to go for in this game is to strive towards 100 plus games. I know there's a few guys that are even going for 200 plus games, which is decent. But I don't know, it'd be interesting to see what they're going to do, because as I've said in the past, and if you've seen any of my commentaries, the one thing that has worried me about this game, and it seems to be a Treyarch precedent, unfortunately I have to admit, is the longevity of the game and whether it can keep the audience, its gamers, like, I don't know, interested in playing the game. Because for me already it's not for me. I know I've been busy with work and things, but unlike with Infinity Ward games, and I must admit, Modern Warfare 3, I felt like it was like a drug. It really did. Getting the MORB was like a drug, and it was just kept me entertained and engrossed in the game. Whereas in this game, there doesn't seem to be that spark. It seems to have lost that spark, and I think that by including something like that, it'd be very, very controversial if they incorporated a game-ending kill streak like the nuke or even a MORB. But I honestly think it'd be a good thing. I'm just throwing it out there. What do you guys think? Do you think they're going to incorporate score streaks into the game, seeing as they seem to be incorporating gun DLC packs back into the game, similar to what they do with Battlefield? It'd be interesting to see, but I think it's a good move in the positive direction that Treyarch are doing by incorporating weapons into the game. Again, longevity is only increased by it, and that's why I think that Treyarch and Black Ops 2 is lacking right now. I really do. So, whoa, I've gone way over this commentary. Oh my god, apologies ladies and gentlemen, but that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. I'll be honest with you guys, right, I feel a bit rusty, because I don't feel like I've done a solid commentary in a while. So I think, give me a few days, okay, let me get back into my routine, and I'll start producing above par commentaries and things. I'm slowly getting some gameplays set for you guys, because at the end of the day, I just want to produce what's best, and I want to produce stuff which you find entertaining and enjoyable to watch. So I think I'm done. You know what? Scratch that. It's best that I'm done. I need to know when to stop. That's a New Year's resolution right there. Know when to stop your commentaries, Chris. You go way over. People get bored. Thanks for watching today's commentary, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background. If you've not already, then why the hell not? Follow me on Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen. I would very much appreciate it. Very much. And just on an ending note, any GFX guys, if you know any GFX guys, specifically people that can do introductions, because I'm really looking to get a brand new introduction for my videos, and if you know any that decent, put it in the comment section below, because I don't really know people to turn to. I'll be honest, I don't really know anyone decent to turn to, so let me know, because I'm looking to spice up my channel a bit. You've been a wonderful audience, as you always are, people. You always are. This is Benji2595 signing out. Take care, all the best, and peace! Don't believe it. Done it again. Said I wouldn't do it. Said I wouldn't go over, but I've done it again. Must be about 15 fucking minutes this video. 15 minutes. This, you know, you did a 1 hour Q&A video. 1 hour Q&A video. Do you want to think people sat through the full 1 hour? Waste of time. Waste of time. Like talking to a brick wall. It is. Really is. Really is. You need to get your act together, Sunshine. You need to get your act together. Below par, my friend. Below par. No, I'm not angry. No, I'm just disappointed. Disappointed. First thing you said to yourself before you sat down to do the commentary is stick to the time limits. But no, not you. No, you have to go over, don't you? You have to go over. Disgrace. Disgrace. Tell you what, if you do this in next commentary, I'm done. I'm done being your conscience. I'm telling you. I'm done.